Hello everyone and welcome to TYT Sports. That is Jayar Jackson, I am Rick Strom, and we have Dakota Schmidt here to join us to talk everything about the G League. Dakota, firstly, thank you for your patience. I have been very unreliable, I think it's safe to say, ever since I moved to Los Angeles, and Dakota's just been like, when the hell are you gonna get me on the show, or we're no longer friends? So Dakota is on the line. He runs at Ridiculous Upside on Twitter. Please do follow him. He knows everything about the G League, and I feel like our audience would appreciate his knowledge about the G League. So firstly, JR and I were talking about this, Dakota, before we went on with you. It is called the G League. Formerly it was the D League. Was this just because of they wanted to rebrand everything about the G League or the D League, or is it because like the D, like everyone wants the D? Is it like a sexual innuendo? Like what the hell happened, man? Why are they going with the G instead of the D?
No, it's because Gatorade came in and threw them a lot of money.
That's all it takes. That's it?
Yes, Gatorade say, hey, let's. I want to sponsor the this basketball league, this up and coming basketball league, and yeah, I think the NBA D League needed a lot of rebranding because, you know, like the innuendos that you mentioned, also because of the fact that a lot of people that aren't as invested in the league as I am kind of saw the whole D League thing as like a demotion, and the players are like second rate. So I guess with the change to the G League itself, it helps change things.
So I'm curious
about branding.
Yeah, Dakota, I'm just curious. How many more, just seeing your set, how many more jackets do you plan on adding by the time we're done with this Skype call?
I am currently in a room. Everybody that lives in this house, their jackets are right here, and I'm in Wisconsin, so
you need about 6 jackets. Is what you're saying.
Yes, especially over like the last 2 weeks when it barely got into the positives in terms of weather. Like the temperature barely got into the positives. So
back to G League talk, right? You're our expert on the G League, am I right?
Yes.
Is there something? Okay, so the D League, although it potentially had sexual innuendo with the name of it, and maybe it's seen as like a second-rate type of player, even though we saw some of the stars that get brought up and people are like, oh, he was in the D League. Did they even try to change that acronym of like the G League? It's not the Gatorade League, or do they call it like the Good League? Like, what, is there a reason like they try to do something else with the G? You know, like the D meant something, and not just the D. It meant something. So does the G? Should the G mean something else?
They don't call it specifically the NBA Gatorade League. They actually did it like when they actually announced the change from the D to the G, but after a few weeks, they just said it's the NBA G League. Even though the sponsorship is Gatorade and everything, but I think you can still make a few good punts on the G League. Like the G League alums, they can be called OGs.
Oh, this fucking guy. Oh, man.
I like it.
They could be the OG Ananobis.